Lo has dicho, si no le dices que la necesitas, a ver qué te dice. Dile que...
No estoy seguro del plazo exacto, me temo. Puedo enviarle una copia de la factura por correo electrónico, pero se verá un poco diferente a la factura que suele ver.
Dile que te la mande por los dos medios, que por correo o por los... Sí, porque se ve que se van a tardar en mandártela. Dile que te la mande por correo y que te la mande por...
Let's begin. Shall I begin the assignment, or would you like to just do it by yourself?
No. We want to see the assignment.
Okay, let's begin. Everyone, take 10 minutes to carefully
Pero Vicky,
read
¿para qué te están pidiendo eso de consultas?
practical assessment, which is this one. Put each student
Pero ellos
into
se van a ayudar con el
breakout
consultas también, ¿no?
Sí,
Claro, eso es un pastón.
Es que ellos me van a ayudar
Okay,
con
so
todo,
let's
con los pagos
figure
del
it out.
servicio, con todo.
Tú le dijiste que era single mom, que está una madre soltera.
Sí.
Okay, here it is. What I want you to do is, thank you very much, thank you very much, thank you. Thank you very much. Now,
Teacher,
what we're going to have is, we're going to have a look at.
Teacher, sorry, teacher, one question. You can hear me, Hamed?
Yes.
I'm trying to download this document, but I can do that. I don't know what happened with the website or something like that.
Everybody here has downloaded it. You've all got this on your, downloaded it, right? Everyone's got it, right? So maybe you must have a very bad computer.
Okay, I'm trying. No. No, I have very good computer, but I don't know what happened with I don't know. I'm trying with the different navigator. That's I can do that. I'll try again.
You can read mine here. Look at the presentation does. So you have to have a read of this, guys.
Okay, Dave, we're gonna send in the group chat.
Yeah.
Let's
No.
record on the.
It's on.
What's on?
We sent.
Okay. I'm going to record this just in case. Yes, they will come.
Really? And after you put them there?
It's on the iCloud. So I always put it to the cloud. Okay, so everybody's reading, yes? Let me see if they're reading.
Ah, madre.
Reading for. Okay. Thank you.
Ah, yo creo que es por... Yo creo que es por esto. No. No es por eso.
Yeah, it's,
Ready?
yeah, we are discussing about that in our break.
So, how many people in the group?
Because it's
Now it's individual.
individual.
Now, what you do individually, what do I do? It's not group activity as far as I'm concerned.
No, I mean the presentation.
Yeah, because we're gonna present, right? It's 5 minutes each one of us.
Yes.
So,
I'll tell you now, I'm gonna tell you all about it now, but I just want to first read it before I go through it. Okay.
5 minutes we need to.
No, man.
Last year I did this individually. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
¿Qué te han dicho?
Dice que me va a enviar la factura por correo electrónico.
Sí, con esa al menos.
Have you ready?
That's right.
So we need to use an furniture.
Ahora. Ay, la madre que me parió. Una vez la voy a imprimir.
¿Y no puedes camisar?
No, yo apagué la cámara. No, porque es que no soporto la camisa. Ya me bañé. Y ese hijo de madre cosa. Ahora el agua sale tibia. ¿Ah? Voy a desconectar esa mierda, ese cacharro.
Aquí está malo esa configuración del agua y...
Está en 0 y sale medio tibia. Es que creo que en ese cuarto hace mucho calor y se encierra tanto el calor que el agua se tibia. Yo creo.
¿Y la niña al final qué va a hacer?
No, yo no sé qué hace con la
Will you put me in breakout room?
Cada 8 días voto. Compro una cantidad, voto otra.
No, you know why? Because I said you put.
Eso me tiene jodido.
I think you put me in breakout room, but I'm still here.
I want to go to breakout rooms and I want you to now, listen, I'm going to go through this now. I'm going to go through the whole assignment, but I'm just getting you to read it for 10 minutes, that's all.
Tienen que hacerlo.
When you go to the breakout room, I want you to just read this on your computer before I go through it, that's all.
Escribieron mesa con nombres.
Ah, dile que no.
Victoria del Carmen Díaz, pero mesa.
Vi que hay un error ahí.
Okay, let's have a
O
look.
ya no estás con ella.
Let me explain this to you now, okay? Right, so this is a practical assessment, individual presentation. That means by yourself, in case you don't know what individual means. It means you do it by yourself. Last year, what I did last year is I made them do it at home. Why I did it do it at home? Because, first of all, in my apartment, everything's very quiet. That's one good thing. And secondly, 1 or 2 times in the last 2 years when I've been here, it's very nice, it's a good building, but people come in. You know, someone will come in while they're doing it. And also, the other problem is you can't listen to each other because you'll copy each other. So everyone has to be out of the room and one by one come in. There's no other way to do it. So it's not convenient here. So I've in the past, like I did last year, I did like this.
I like it.
So if they allow me to do this year, I'll do the same.
So they allow you to.
Last year.
But today, it's true.
I think last year, but last term in April, 3 months ago, they allowed me to do it at home.
Okay.
And I think that they will allow it. I think they'll allow this.
But what do you think about the next year when we're starting? We can do it here or we can do it?
Oye, mañana me toca levantarme.
The plan was that all online lectures was now finished. And in September, everything was free in class.
Pues sí, pero
Now, if COVID
de parte del día, no solamente por la mañana, estaba en
after 2 years, and I go to the gym every day. I did it myself actually. You catch it nowadays. The infection rates are very high. Okay, let's get back to this. Let's talk about this. It's an individual presentation. It counts for 30%, okay? So 70% is the assignment. But it's probably already passed or failed anyway. Okay.
Ya pues aparece más que está en el hospital. No, si ese mal no, está como inconsciente, está como borracho. Este huevón ha salido de Guatemala a Guatepeor, llegó y se fracturó, se partió. Este tendón que está aquí, este tendón que está aquí se lo partió.
Yes, but you have to do the whole year again.
Él está así, con la pata jodida y con cálculo. Está llevado. O sea, más llevado no puede estar. Él está en un gimnasio y se puso a hacer un ejercicio a lo bestia, como le dije yo, marica, usted todo lo que hizo. Pues eso, la radiografía, pues venga, te muestro la radiografía.
Thank you very much. Guess who marks it? It's me. If anybody, they talk while I'm talking, I give them 0 always.
Si a ti se te pone la cosa jodida,
In a whole,
pones aquí
like that, if I lose to 50, I don't
Mira,
even
se
fail
rompió,
5.
se
And the 5 that get
rompió. Esto se lo
failed
rompió.
are failed because of the guy, he's seen
No,
them.
esto se llama.
In particular, they don't do this,
Esto está
they
roto.
don't, because they haven't repeated the class,
Esta
they're just
mierda
doing
está
anything,
rota. Entonces,
right?
para que
So they're
cure,
not even doing 3
te
slides,
empiezan
they're
así.
not following any of the rules.
Entonces, él
The
está
ones
así.
that fail are the ones that sort of like, they don't try at all, you
Porque,
know.
porque para que solver tiene que estar el pie así.
Yeah, I always have even got
Entonces,
to
dijo, marica,
the
conseguiste unos tacones. Entonces le mandaron ya un pie.
No extensions are available.
Anda así, le dice el
¿Cómo le
pie.
vale?
Le dice el pie
You
bailarina.
must provide a
Anda así.
digital copy of your PowerPoint slides
Entonces, le
via
regalaron
the
muletas que
VLE
son esas
submission
modernas.
link
No,
in the
que no tienen
assessments
muletas, entonces
folder
compró las de toda la
before the
vida.
start of your
Y
presentation for
el
each
hospital ya
exam.
abolió la
You
muleta
actually
esa de
gotta
aquí.
upload
Son
your
abolidas.
three
Porque resulta que un paciente le cortó la sangre. ¿No? ¿Qué pasó? Se le sacó la
So
sangre y murió.
let's put that it needs to be 1 week before our presentation.
This one,
Pero a mi mamá no le
good.
gustó y compró unas por Amazon y entonces anda con
No,
Amazon.
but it says it has the dates down there.
No
It's
se lo pueden
Ah, ok.
pero que en la
So the
factura
presentation document must be correctly titled,
Perfecto. Entonces, ¿qué?
following
Pero ya te llegó. Mira,
instructions
¿cuándo
to
te llega?
identify
¿Ya te
the
llegó el
student
consultas?
order,
me mandó
module,
ella
lecturer,
una
and which cohort you're
rapidez,
part.
ahora esa.
And sure, now what you have to have 3 slides. The first slide is the presentation title,
Apunta todos esos
the
datos
module
de lo
code,
que ella te ha
the
dado.
assessment code, student name, and student ID.
It is like cover
Student
page.
Yeah.
Le va a mandar a que...
It's different from the other.
Use Harvard referencing to acknowledge the sources on the final slide of the PowerPoint presentation. When you give me, when the first slide is the introductory stuff here, the third slide is the actual sources that you're using, academic sources with Harvard referencing, you know, which is a reference list. Your final slide must provide the reference list. The content slide is number 2, must have at least 5 reference sources.
Good. So just one slide we have for 5 present each subject what we
Yeah.
have right now.
So you have one slide which is the introductory slide, one slide which is the content slide, and one slide which is the reference slide.
5 reference.
So basically, it's just one slide.
Exactly.
You gotta make it a good one, yes? In the sense that it's got a nice point, very nicely put, you know?
But
Also, we have
we
one
need to
slide.
write everything, so we need to read write it just like general, and after you need to tell more about it.
It should look like one of these.
And after
Something like this will be good enough.
Le imprime aquí de una
Alright, so we just have like an introduction slide, main slide, and the third slide.
Y yo fui a hacer el cambio del agua,
That's
se me
it.
dieron la información y pues ya no lo pude hacer.
Wow.
Yo traje la
So, is it maximum of 3?
pero ahí
Yeah,
el tema
actually,
no.
No, maricona, tomar foto. Esa
Amén.
información que está en la libreta me la pidieron.
We need to put the reference each topic.
No, me va a tocar
We need to
ya
put the
no
reference
porque
each topic
creo
or
que
just
tengo
in the
que
last slides.
Debe estar.
The last slide.
Cambia impresora, cambia impresora.
As this says here, your final slide must provide a reference list.
Baja.
Give me 5, 6, 7 references from approved sources, yes? And one of the references is
Se
going
le
to be
imprime la vez que
textable.
pasa. Dale
This
imprimida.
one, you know, this is one of the references is going to be this.
Esa 2170.
And one of the references is going to be the actual lecture slide, because the lecture slides on monopolies.
Dale, que esa es la misma familia.
And then you can give me references to approved sources like government, gov.uk, Office of National Statistics, nice places like that. Okay.
According to.
So, right.
¿No te huele bueno la casa? ¿No te olió bueno?
Now the task is a nice easy one, you know, just monopoly over competition, which students do tend to understand, it's not too complex. It's not like today monetarist policy where unless you actually go and read the lecture, you know. So there are topics like fiscal and monetary policy where we've really got to do some serious revision, but here this is a much easier
Ay,
subject.
¿no será que me está?
This assessment is focused on the UK market economy and how UK businesses may operate as monopolies, oligopolies, and something close to perfect competition. You can never have absolute perfect competition. There is absolutely no barriers to entry or exit, or
Los timbres no están como sonando.
takers, not price makers. You can't absolutely be that. Many buyers, many sellers. Perfect competition is just a constructed model You don't get near to that, Like, if you think of the perfect wife, this is a constructed model. Anybody who's been married, this is a
Porque es que a veces los vecinos también me hacen el favor.
perfect husband. Someone like me, quite close to perfection, yes?
Eso es lo bueno de aquí, que como tiene...
This assessment, okay, is focused on the required economic concepts are
Ahí al correo que reclamar.
chapters 7 to 9, okay? Required reading. I would really strongly advise you to read those chapters. This corresponds to the subjects of modules, lectures 7 to 9. So lectures 7 to 9, and chapters 7 to 9 in the books is what it's
pero
all
ya
about.
hiciste,
Really
ya.
got to read this, okay? Very required reading.
Ya me lo
This
mandaste.
corresponds to subjects useful academic journal reference sources can be found on the digital library or other digital academic libraries, in business publications like Financial Times, UK news sources, UK government websites, and UK company websites. These are serious academic sources, okay? You can't give me the Sun or Fox News, okay?
And Google, sir. Google is the best research ever.
Google has-
Wikipedia.
The problem with Google is any lunatic can write supposedly on Google. That's a problem, yes? Okay. Have you ever been on Tinder dating? Have you ever been on Tinder dating? You go on Tinder dating, you find on Tinder dating, lunatics.
Uy, nos queda otro trabajo por hacer. Ah, este día, marica, aquí nos está explicando esa
Writing
tarea.
articles on Google. My student showed me he used Tinder dating.
Andrés me llamó en estos días, que es para entrar a la universidad.
Then got depressed.
Pero siempre dice así de económico.
No, que porque él ya vio que eso, me lo dijo él mismo. No, me dijo, no, marica, es que esto de estar aquí trabajando 14 horas, corra para acá, corra para allá. Todo lo que le dijimos en un principio, pero ¿sabe quién le dijo que lo ha hecho caer? La hija.
Come on, I'll put you on Tinder.
Pero la hija no estaba cobrando.
These apps.
Ella
They
tenía de un trabajo a otro.
La hija está estudiando en la universidad, ya está.
Sí, pero ella todavía no.
Pero se ve que ahora sí ya.
Ahora sí.
Talk to them.
The first step to meet people.
Ahora, él quiere estudiar contabilidad. El man le gusta la contabilidad. Hizo aquí un negocio. El que le guste la contabilidad y estudie contabilidad aquí, está hecho.
They went to the cafe.
A mí me gusta
Within 1 minute, she had
Ven, vos tenés que camellarle a ese inglés ahí y una vez conectarte con el curso de inglés para administrar. Ahí lo vi. ¿Te acuerdas que te mandé la foto? Ese te viene.
Porque yo, a mí me gusta la bolivianita que yo te digo.
Yeah.
¿Qué te dijo ella?
Que le estaban dando a hacer y ella me
You can
estaba
advertise in
explicando
it.
que le estaban dando y yo,
His profile. Google his profile on the screen, sir.
Vamos a
No, no,
con los
you
ojos
there.
cerrados. Y le expliqué un poco.
No, go back.
LE.
Lillian, that one.
Ah, sí, tú sí sabes. Porque era de celda.
Dating.
Que
Ya,
la
dating, ya.
celda, multiplicarla,
Pero a mí, yo lo único en computación que estoy flojo es en eso, pero el resto de ahí para
and
allá.
get Google for economic information. you're
Don't
gonna-
forget we are recording it.
So if you're going to get Google, then what's going to happen is you're going to end up with these kind of.
So the dating apps are kind of oligopoly, right? Can I say that?
Okay, now
There's just a few of them.
I don't know anything about this strategy, but I would have thought that the idea should be closer to, I would have thought, in the sense that, I'm just guessing, I don't know, okay? Anyone can enter or exit, right? Yeah, and there's many users and many sites, there must be hundreds of dating sites, really. Well, okay, so isn't that clear? See, when we talk about oligopolies, we mean 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We don't mean 300.
No, I mean the main ones. Of course, there's a bunch, but
I don't know this. I don't know the field. I mean, I just hear people using Tinder dating, and it's a good your subject is good. I'd love to know. I'd love to know if these dating apps are oligopolies. I would have thought first, my first guess would be. But let's say you have 100 or more in the UK, let's say.
Teacher, I have one quick question. And the number one topic choice I see we need to choose between monopoly, or we need to ask about all, because in the end of this paragraph say one of these following topics. We need to select one, or we need to speak about all.
Well, if it says one, then you need one, yes? Okay, now let's have a look.
For example, I want to explain monopoly, and I want to explain in 5 minutes only about monopoly, or not?
I'll tell you, I'm now about to tell you, the same you'll find out. Yes? Students must identify, analyze, and present their findings on one of the following topics. Okay, here's one. Online versus high street. Okay, so Accenture
Okay.
found that. So you can do A, B, C, or D. One of these four.
All right.
To shop with their phones rather than to talk to a salesperson.
Yeah.
They prefer the apps rather than to talk to a human. That's the time that we're in.
So you choose either A, B, or C as well.
Let's have, yeah, one of these four. Surprisingly, mobile phones will be responsible for 54% of all retail e-commerce sales. Right? Read the business case study.
Okay.
Brick and mortar retailers go toe-to-toe
Okay.
with mobile shopping apps. It's not page 461. Let me see. I brought it up so I can show it to you. Here it is. Bricks and mortar. Oops. Brick and mortar retailers go toe-to-toe with mobile shopping apps. Here's a mobile shopping app. This is page 2, okay? Not 461. It's on page 225. Did you write that down?
Yes.
225 of your textbook. Brick and mortar retailers like Target, Best Buy, Walmart have an exasperating problem that is threatening for survival. Shoppers who visit their stores but do not buy the merchandise. That's a big problem. If you go to someone's store and you don't buy anything. Instead, they are showrooming, visiting a brick and mortar store to inspect the merchandise and then whipping out their smartphones to find the item at a cheaper price and then buy it online. I sometimes do that with health food store. I go to a health food store, I put all the things they have, and then I can buy the same thing in the supermarket for half the price. Try it yourselves. The muesli, which is £7 in the health food store, is £4 in the supermarket. The explosive growth of mobile shopping apps has given customers a dizzying range of methods to pay less for their purchases. Okay, again, that's page 225, okay? There we are. Okay, so what we should do is read this on page 225. How has the competition between online retailers and high street shops impacted the business environment and consumers between 2020 and 2021? Who has benefited and who has suffered from this changing market competition model? So in other words, people are going to a retail store and then taking photographs of what they want and trying to buy it. Right? Because the online store doesn't have any overhead, doesn't pay any rent for a big store, doesn't really pay any employees, right? Okay. So what you need to do is then find some article that discusses that. How has the competition between, so you know, for online retailers versus high street shops between 2020 and 21? What we're going to say is,
mía es esta. Entonces ya la ingresé en el donde decía el PIN, ya la ingresé. Entonces dice que si quiero esto, facturar sin papel, registrarse.
¿Qué quieres? ¿Te llega tu correo?
Le digo registrarse.
Sí. Igual ya te mandaron una provisional. ¿No? ¿Ya me la mandaste?
the FT, UK retailers repeat from shift to online. Here's an article in the Financial Times about that. See, first thing I looked at, it came up. So that's going to be your reference, and you'll get something out of it. You see how easy I'm making it for you? You get the
Espero que esta
idea?
te sirva.
So this is to talk about the competition.
What we're trying to do is to answer the question in the sense that we're saying, okay, you can say that basically online retailers are competing with high street stores, okay? How has competition between online and high street shops impacted UK business environment and consumers in the last year? Who was
There's another test?
Who has benefited and who has suffered from this changing market competition model? Consumers and or retailers, why and why or why not and how? Very simple, yes?
Just restricted subject. You don't need to
¿Y a tu hermano le están en el trabajo si le están pagando correctamente a esa gente? ¿No?
Que como la pena empezó este mes.
So you're going to have to get articles like the one I just brought up. Find the important points.
Pagan quincenal, pero
You get
todavía
another one on the FT.
A ti te están mezclando el
Retailers turn to
ventilador.
online marketplaces is found for sale.
Algo ronca.
porque
That means the sellers are also turning to online. Look what the question is saying. Who has benefited and who has suffered from this?
esta semana es que le
It doesn't mean that only the customers can benefit, the retailers can also benefit, which is what this article is about.
¿Eso con qué es? ¿Con colombianos?
No.
Online retail is a very important article, it's probably too particular. The actual inflation started well before the Russia-Ukraine war. But what actually happened is that when the lockdown ended, demand increased a lot and people started shopping online because there was still that post-COVID mentality. So there was a lot of demand and supply could not meet the demand, and therefore this was very inflationary. Okay, let's go on. Let's go back to our article. Number B. Let's try B. Read the business case study, Amazon's invasion of the box. Okay, let's go back to our textbook. Here it is. Okay, it's page before. Amazon's invasion of the box. So it's page 224, this one, yep. Let's look, if you like instant taste bud gratification and live in one of the growing list of cities that enjoy Amazon's same-day, one-hour restaurant delivery. I don't know Amazon restaurant delivery like this. Life has become so much more gratifying. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you. I want to thank you. And if you live in one of the many locations where Amazon offers same-day delivery of merchandise, this was amazing. I bought the book. I arrived from America to the UK in one day. I was absolutely shocked. And not a very common book. It was on Indian philosophy. You know, amazing, a very particular book. One day it took. And I got a beautiful new version. It was in its plastic. Wonderful. You may wait longer than an hour, but your goods will arrive on your doorstep that day. You can thank Amazon's army of Kiva robots for speedy deliveries. These robots spend their days hauling very tall shelves of merchandise, weighing up to 700 pounds to human pickers who assemble orders and human stockers and so on, okay? Amazon, 100,000 robots working in 75 centers. So this is the problem with AI. Some people are saying that AI is going to leave a lot of people with not much to do. People who are working sort of like, people particularly who are manual type workers, the lower end of the employment market, a lot of these people are going to be left without work because the machines are taking over. Yeah. So the bots are taking over, right? Okay? Before the arrival of the bots, human employees did this tedious work, often walking 10 to 15 miles carrying heavy loads. Without humans walking miles to the merchandise, warehouse operations have become much more efficient. In addition, because robots don't need aisles between shelves like people do. There's more room. Let's leave that. Let's go back to the question. So the question is Amazon's invasion of the bots. Okay, the robots are taking over the world, yes? Invasion of the bots. Okay? The invasion of the robots. The robots are taking over, yes? Okay? So, to what extent and why does Amazon fit the description of a natural monopoly? Okay? Is it a natural monopoly? That's a very good question. Okay? To what extent? Now that's a bit subtle, I think. Okay? Who has benefited and who has suffered from this changing market competition model? Consumers and or retailers? Good question. Why or why not and how? Should international governments regulate such business to promote greater market competition? Okay, this is a problem. If you have, like, too much control in the hands of too few people, you get this situation that we're getting with all the time you have like a situation where if there's too much control, then you could have someone like Elon Musk buying or not buying something, and so this is a problem when a few people have too much control. Yep, that can happen. If people like Donald Trump or Richard Branson or Elon Musk, Bill Gates have too much control, it can be harmful.
¿Qué te ha pasado?
No, the Bill Gates Foundation grows most of the seed in the world.
¿Qué estás haciendo? Perdón.
Is that healthy? The seed to be in control of one foundation.
¿Todo eso te ha pedido? ¿Qué te pide?
That's another one you do. Ya estaría, so you can
Es que la factura electrónica muchas veces va a llegar más rápido que la otra factura.
E-commerce from high street stores, or this one which is to do with the robots taking over.
Bueno, la factura electrónica la emite y la otra la emiten y aquí que el cartero vaya y que no hay nadie en la casa. Pero igual si no hay nadie en la casa, ¿están metiendo cartas por el hueco?
I need to explain the definition first. Monopoly or oligopoly.
If you're going to discuss a natural monopoly, right?
And then goes to the example.
In this case, you are going to have to explain, because there is an idea that certain things are a natural monopoly. For example, when you have, like, let's say, water, is it a natural monopoly? What are you going to do?
I need to give a definition and example.
In this case, I think so. You need a natural monopoly. You need to speak about it. Yes. In this case, yes. Monopolies in the UK, by restricting output below the level at which marginal cost is equal to market price, a monopolist, so the monopolist idea, they reduce the output to increase the price. That basic idea. You said that about when I taught you, we spoke about arrears and diamonds. Diamonds are not actually scarce in the world, but if you control the quantity supplied to the market, then you can create a false scarcity and increase the price. When comparing the monopolist's gain in profit to the loss in consumer surplus, we learn that the loss in consumer surplus is larger than the monopolist's gain. As a result, the monopoly causes a net loss to society. Okay, that's very good. That's what I told you. Now, read the Financial Times article. Okay, let's try it. Then it's about tolerance of monopolies. And analyse how and why the UK seems to be tolerant of monopolies. Provide examples of UK monopolies. Give examples of how they reduce consumer welfare and what we believe the UK government should do about that. Okay, Britain is over tolerant of monopolies. This is the article. Okay, I'm going to just touch on the first few paragraphs. Uber. Okay, well, that was a big problem a few years ago. Uber was a really serious problem.
Yeah.
Jolín, este miedo.
We have to choose one, right?
Yeah. Okay, let's have a look at this one. What I'm trying to do is, if I talk a little bit about them, then they stop looking ridiculous. You understand the idea? I'm just talking about it, just to acquaint you with it, so you won't be overwhelmed by it, that's all.
Okay.
Yeah. Because once the teacher, because none of these things are difficult. If I talk about it as well, then you won't be overwhelmed. The old joke that asks why there is only one Monopolies Commission, very funny. The Monopolies Commission is a monopoly itself, in other words. Yes, it's a joke.
Yeah.
The one whose job is to, investigate monopolies, itself is a monopoly. I'm going to get the joke. May no longer work now that the watchdog has been rechristened itself the Competition and Markets Authority. But perhaps it's no coincidence that the UK Trustbusters, okay, in other words, one of the jobs of the UK government is they have Monopolies and Mergers Commission, which checks if something is a monopoly.
Toman nos mandan a leer unos periódicos cuando uno los va a abrir, y los putas le piden que se suscriba.
And then the Monopolies and Mergers Commission said they won't allow this because there'll be too much control of just these two. So
Bueno, ese no me pidió eso.
Okay, contemporary Britons can seem oddly complacent in high competition. Okay, is it true that Britain is allowing too much monopoly? True, it's not the only place uncomfortable concentration that new technology and global capital make possible. That's probably a very
Entonces ya me estaba acostando a las 2, 3, 4 de la mañana haciendo los trabajos.
So, new technology
Y que
and
a
global
mí me
capital
pone trabajo más duros que a vos en tu
concentration.
universidad, ¿sí o qué?
Many
De puta, hermano.
takes all that's another problem. If you make your internet, you make it.
Cada uno se hace un pedazo y cada uno hace sus 230 párrafos.
When I started
No,
working,
aquí no.
right, 15 years ago,
Esto es cátedra pura y clases, pero a la escuela antigua.
There's no such thing as going to employment agency anymore, it's something like this. It's all like, everything is done on the internet. This job I done by looking online. Yeah, every job is honest. There's no job I've done for many years, which wasn't just I went on the internet, I was looking at Indeed.com or jobs.ac, there's no job I've done that.
LinkedIn.
LinkedIn.
Yeah. But the idea is that if you work in university, someone needs to get you in that.
En septiembre volvemos a empezar clases.
Contact as well.
Sí.
Okay,
Aquí lo único suave que había era el primer año. Una brasileña que cambió de universidad en estos días apenas, ¿ves? Y le escribí, brasileño como todo resabiado, ¿sabes? No me contesta. Le pregunté, no me contestó. No sé por qué van Tengo otro compañero, y viene aquí atrás, un huevón brasileño. No le pregunté nada a esa gente porque no. Si es para brasileño, mismo, sí, para
almost unseen, the US company has been able to turn a price-regulated black cap monopoly. They've changed the monopoly of the black cap, okay, into an unregulated one where it increasingly dominates capital streets. You know very well you're going to pay less for an Uber than for a black cap. Yeah, so who wants a black cap? The hell with a black cap.
¿Ya te salió o no? ¿Ya llenaste eso o no?
Give me access straight away or profile.
Amen.
No, you go straight to Google. Yeah.
The research can be sorry. The research can be in Google.
Yes. Well, what I just did there. What did I just do there? I just brought Google this one.
If I take some picture, I have to put a reference in the picture.
Yes, if you want to take a picture and include it in your slide, then you need to tell me where it came from, yes. Okay, so this goes on like this, okay, it's going on. Do you get the point here? Let's go back to the question. The point is this. Is this a monopolies? You know, should Transport for London have the virtual monopoly of travel in London? I don't think it's possible for me to get to work apart from my own Transport for London. I would get a bus from where I live, it's going to be challenging, right? Car, forget it. You know, where am I parking? I don't think we've got parking spaces here. I don't think Brown University, unless this is a parking space, I don't know, this doesn't seem to be, I don't see any parking spaces in the university.
We do have, but you have to pay 14 pounds per day. And also we have the one down on the building, but then costs 20.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And 40 pounds? I think there's a little hard about that house, and good food for 20 pounds. I'm not going to be paying 40 pounds. So you know, what does it cost me to come here? It costs me £2 on the train and £2 back, right? Is that better or is it better for me to give 40 pounds? That is more or less a monopoly, right? So this is the question. Do you get what the article is talking about? It's talking about monopolies and is the UK following. There is people on Transport for London, and there's people on black caps. Should Uber be allowed to come and break that model? That's it's very difficult. I'm still excited about Uber. There may be a lot of problems for Uber. You know? Okay, and lastly, an industry with only a few sellers is known as an oligopoly. You know about that? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Like the brewing industry in the Central, when I was a student, I did a dissertation on oligopoly in the brewing industry. There's only a few brewers of beer in yeah, for example, but a few of them, there's only a few, you know. But let's have a look. The brewing industry. Okay. The market size of craft beer production industry. The biggest brewery in the UK. Okay. The four largest are Molson Coors, AB InBev, Heineken. Okay, that was still the big one when I was a student. And Carlsberg.
¿Cuándo vuelven a empezar las
Okay,
clases?
so there's a few of them. Yeah, and that's good subject for all of them.
A mí no me han mandado nada.
I think that's what it is. It's not very good.
¿A dónde?
En el colegio,
Yeah.
en el colegio de dice.
De papel.
Offices and so on. And it's a register, which I find.
A mí no me lo han dado. ¿A vos ya te lo dieron?
Okay,
¿Viste te lo dieron?
now,
Claro, porque yo
an industry with only a few sellers is an oligopoly. Of course, oligopolies can be for sales. Examples of UK oligopolies can be found in petrol retailers, soft drinks
Cuando terminaste, te dieron-
high street banks. How do oligopolies benefit
papel te dio
our
ella?
UK consumers?
para el
Should the government
¿Cuál es ese
intervene to
papel?
regulate oligopolies?
Ese
This
lo
is
tuve
quite
que
easy
dar
one, I think,
para que
okay?
tuvieran esto.
Not asking you questions there, are
Oye,
we?
es que a nosotros nos mandan a través del City and Slides.
The state of opinion, or you need to?
Should the government intervene to regulate? Okay, what you need to do is talk about regulation of oligopolies.
Everything about this.
Esa empresa Caterer me tiene quemado el correo. Uf, me tiene mamado Caterer.
Pues, desuscríbete.
Okay, it's time for regulators to tackle finances entrenched oligopoly. So is it saying that finance is an entrenched oligopoly?
Which one are we gonna get?
Es el último día.
Claro.
I think
No, sí, yo ya sé que no sé qué, tengo que ir a otro college. Ahí no, porque me toca pagar.
Ah,
Oh, well, no, that's what it's saying.
FT.
Stop, look, yeah, it's regulated.
Exactly. And then we
I always use
have.
FT, but it's sort of like, since I was so you know, it's a Bible, you know, it's
Refusal.
empezamos el 24 de septiembre.
It's time to make it oligopoly banking. See, you understand that what I'm saying is, it's very simple.
El
You know,
24
you just go to
de
this and talk about oligopoly
Ah, pero...
Entonces, ¿usted quiere mezclar el hecho de la ITS, Haití?
No, ya fui. Ya vengo. Tengo que ir el 20 y algo de aquí.
Y llevar tu pasaporte. ¿O te van a pedir la copia?
Okay, so here's another one that's on the here. Okay.
No, pero llevo lo de self-employed.
Yeah, so there's too many articles here. So you need to present this one is a nice general one. I would go in back, nice, simple, the two backs, right?
Ah, IT course. Me toca ir el 25 de
10
agosto.
backs, that's good.
25 de agosto.
So back to the article. That's a nice easy one because that's what someone's asking.
El curso de IT course dice lo siguiente. Primero hay un entry 3.
Soften and high
Luego hay
speed banks,
un
okay?
level
That
1.
might be one to take on.
El entry 3
And
dura
as you
6
see, the
meses.
article I just brought up, and try to
Los Mondays de 6 a 9.
It's got high street banks here.
Empiezan los
It's time to end the oligopoly in banking.
Luego sigue Level 1 IT. Es en noviembre. Son 18 semanas. Lo mismo, lunes de 6 a 9. 4 horas y media. Luego subo a Level 2 IT.
This is the master.
Son 18
This is the
meses.
master. It's very important that people money on. I'm very absolutely.
That is guys everything.
Ya, eso son Sakure. 18 semanas, más
This
18
is
semanas, más 6.
So according to, who is it?
No, I know this by myself.
40 de
It's
más.
really, really powerful way.
40 semanas.
Is he,
John Kay, this one.
is he like the top?
I regard it as a brilliant, brilliant writer.
Pongo de 4. No, se pira para él.
Whatever he writes is really well worth reading.
Hay dos opciones. Ir a buscar otro college donde hacer el
He's going to talk
lecture.
about only
O hacer
what-
ITI.
See, the question is talking
En
about
mi caso.
3 types of oligopolies. You can have it in a high street banks, and you can link it with this article.
Yo sí quería buscar otro
And
college.
there's other articles you can also
Pero que te quede más cerca.
there as well.
Sí,
Okay, so that's fine.
pero no
So-
encontraba.
I'm going to quickly go through the structure again. So, okay, so these things are very
Todos los
useful.
barrios hay en todas
Okay,
partes.
if you want to have a go. Structure, okay. One cover slide, one topic slide. Let's talk about topic slide. Are you, well, you're going to choose one of these, okay? The topic slide should make at least 5 clear points. Different points, okay? Maximum 200 words, okay? Just, you know, list, like let me show you my nice, here's my nice slide. There's 4 points made here. You need 5, okay? Nice, clearly made points. You know, a little bit of explanation here and there, that's fine.
That's got to be less than 200 words. So.
Yeah, this is less than 200.
Hamed, how many slides around? What do you think? So in the end,
Only 3 slides, you can only have 3 slides. One
3
cover
slides?
slide. Yeah,
Chris,
one cover slide. One
Ahmed.
topic- 3 slides, 3.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Three slides. We just have one to put all the information because the first one is the detail for the student. Second one, details, and the last one is the reference.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, good. Students must present their slides for 5
Pero
minutes
200 palabras en
maximum.
una slide.
I need you to practice at
2000
home,
words?
okay? You can practice in front of the mirror. You can pretend you're me. Yes? Do what I do, it's okay? Do a presentation. Hi, my name's Ahmed. I would like to present a slide about oligopolies in the banking industry. It's time for the government to intervene and prevent oligopolies in banking. You know, that's how you speak. Now I've got a slide with 5 points. First, I want to discuss Okay. First, I want to discuss the issue of what is the nature of the oligopoly in the banking industry. That's first. It's like this. There are 5 or 6 or 10 banks, which control the banking sector. Then I will say, okay, in terms of the oligopoly in the banking system, if there are 10 major banks, is that a healthy situation? Does that benefit the oligopolist? Does it benefit the customer?
Toma, ya
Or
nos
does
has
it benefit
aplicado, ¿verdad?
both?
Sir, so we don't need to talk about the monopoly and the oligarchy. We can choose which one we're going to talk about. Do I need to give like the definition, for example?
Pero para ustedes, ¿han hecho para todos? Ya apenas es para 6 personas, creo.
For example, in banking, how do they benefit or harm consumers? That's the question. You have to answer their question, that's all. Should the government intervene to regulate them? Why? And why not and how?
So no, it's just because in the topic choice it says the students are invited to present analysis of monopoly, oligopoly, and perfect competitions. But I need to choose one.
Mira, licuadora. Un robot. Uy, pues mucho, tiene una pantalla. Mira. Ah, es para hacer pastel. Mira, qué chula.
Or B, or C, or D. The question says, and present their findings on one of the following topics. Yes? Only one topic.
Yeah.
Mira, tú le echas todo y le apretas el botón y el aparato solo mira.
Is benefiting more the consumer or the company?
Benefit or harm to consumers in the UK. The government needs to regulate. If they are going to regulate, why? Why should they do it? Why not? Or how? And how? So in other words, if you just answer this, that's just concentrate on what the question's asking. You don't have to reinvent the question, okay? The question's asking you something very simple. You get that idea? Nice, simple question.
I was thinking that you are going to thank you for the question.
Okay.
I was thinking that you have to talk about all of them. Only one.
So that's it then. Basically, what we need then is just to give 5-minute presentation. They're going to give you a 30-minute slot. Let's say within there'll be groups of 5. Let's say you 5. They'll say, okay, you are between 2 o'clock and 2:30 on this day, right? And each one will get 5 minutes.
But it's not. It's individual. Yes.
Yes.
Individual. But we're gonna be in the slot. In the slot of 30 minutes.
And I'll put you in a breakout room so you speak individually to me. Okay, so that's fine. Students must ensure they attend lecture 1 to 10. Students must do independent research. Okay, it's important. But the way I showed you how to research there is a nice one. This is the master. When I grow up, I want to be like him when I grow up.
Ahmed, sorry.
Yes. So, you know, it's a very nice shirt. I like African clothes.
Yeah, sorry. No, just want to know. It's just one top and develop.
One of these four, yes. You pick one of these four.
And develop the top.
Yes, one of these four, and you can get three PowerPoint slide on one. Let's say you pick D. You write 3 PowerPoints where there's one introductory one with the content, and one with the references on, let's say, the oligopolies in the high street banks. Yep, oligopolies in high street banking.
Yo quisiera comerme un pescadito como el que comimos en España cuando fuimos a Merluza. Aquí Merluza difícil, ¿no?
Okay. Are we okay? Okay, so use of low quality non-academic sources, like non-government, the Sun, the Daily Mirror, that kind of thing, the Metro, you know. Irrelevant, false, off-topic, out-of-date sources prior to 2020, because after 2020 the world economy has just changed. I don't think the genie's ever going back in the bottle. My own economic activity is totally changed. I can't ever imagine giving lectures from home, but this could be it from here on in. You know, the online lecturing genie is not going back in the bottle from what I can see.
So not before the 2020.
Okay, let's submit those slides. We must submit the slides, okay? I'll put the slides up on the and look carefully at how you do it. So there is actually a link you have to go into where assessments are. You must not read from a script, okay? This is a big problem when a student comes and they read from a script, okay? You're supposed to give a speech, a confident speech. You have that idea?
Yeah.
We are keeping elements.
Let's say you go to a girl with a book. You know?
This guy here doesn't go to girls.
You say you go to a girl with a book, Your face is like a flower.
It's like a flower. I don't know if it's a
Do you think she'll be impressed?
Not
Even
sure.
if I will not be impressed if you read a script. Yes? Okay, got it? Now, so in other words, you need to be a bit fluent, okay? Practice at home. I'm not joking. If you're not, even if you're not living with anybody, practice in the mirror. Yes, you can actually talk to the wall. Today I want to present on oligopolies in the banking industry, right? I want to discuss, is it good for the consumer or not? And should it be further regulated by the government? You give the points. You've got 5 points on your PowerPoint slide, right? That's it. That's how it goes, yes?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Don't say.
Information, they're going to send you an email telling you what time you have to do the presentation. Okay?
I added it. Sorry, when you gonna release our time slots?
I don't know. Someone else will.
Do you know when they will do that?
No, they'll do it well in advance. They're very efficient. Don't worry. They're very efficient.
And not just because.
It's gonna be split into two during the week.
I would have thought so.
Is one on 25 and one on 29?
¿Tú qué estás tomando vitamina?
No, me. So it depends. A lot depends on how much.
So you just bubbles, no? Or just banana?
As long as you don't come naked. So, a lot of your mouth depends on how you behave. You keep talking. When I'm trying to talk, you just keep talking.
Oh, that's it.
I'm thinking of getting you to go.
No, we are just trying to organize our presentation.
Okay, so you get the idea, yes?
Our presentation.
Let's finish by talking of the assessment criteria. Okay, I'm going to give you 20% for references, formatting, and clarity of presentation. Okay, so for so in other words, your PowerPoint slide, if it looks good, you get better marks.
It's about 20%. You did not pass.
Okay, and 40% of the marks for knowledge, understanding, and fluency, and 40% of the marks for knowledge and understanding of the actual subject area.
How much statistics that we should use?
5 is enough. 5 will do. So if you speak about monopolies, if you have one article here, you have the textbook, you have a lecture slides, 1 or 2 other articles, that's fine.
Yes, okay.
As you see, the FT is always the best, you know?
We have like to have feedback or not? Something to show you?
No feedback.
¿Sale qué?
What feedback are you going to have?
No, then
In the slides, you need to write all what you are looking for, or just put the bullet points.
Like this. This is what a slide looks like.
Just bullet points.
Okay.
So for the staff, do we use FIR? So
Yeah, one of the things is the lecture slides, and one of the things is the textbook. Yeah, the FT is great. Government sites, Office of National Statistics, the online library.
Yeah.
But the online library is like absolutely impossible to use all those sources. It's like a mountain of information. I can't use sources of online library. So it's
We use Google that as well.
yeah, you can do anything. It's like that. Google. You can actually use gov.uk from Google. You can use FT from Google. You can use National Office of National Statistics from Google.
Yeah.
You can do it all from Google, yeah? Okay, right, let's go back to where I am. Okay, so that's fine then. I don't think there's anything else to say really. We're more or less done, okay? So I would advise them to start with reading the 3 chapters in the textbook to make sure you understand what it's about before you speak about oligopolies in the banking industry, for example, because be very clear about oligopolies. Be very clear about what they are and what the gains that oligopolies play. to compete with each other are, to be very clear about this. Okay? As you see, first time I looked for articles, either on the monopolies or the first time I looked, I came up with many articles. That was, I didn't try anything. I just put the topic, I put the FT. I came with too many. Right? So it's not going to be very difficult finding the information. The questions are not very difficult, they are not particularly simple. Okay? So pick what you like. Everything touches you, pick it. Okay? Anybody have any questions?
No.
So we need to give a definition of whether it's perfect competition, oligopoly, or monopoly.
Well, in a certain sense, the question's already done it. If you look at this, the question's already directing you. This one is a discussion of online. Is this the competition? Thank you very much. Competition between online and high street. This one is to do with robots taking over Amazon, and is it a national monopoly? This one is monopolies in the UK, this one is oligopolies. So the question already is telling you oligopoly, monopoly, monopoly, and competition.
I understand, but we need to explain it in the presentation.
Yes, what you need to do is, I'm not trying to be funny, I'm being a bit blunt. You answer the question. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. Look, the question is saying, how do oligopolies benefit or harm consumers? How should the government intervene to regulate them? That's it. That's the only question. So that's what you need to answer. In every case, don't try and reinvent the wheel, just directly answer the question. Keep it simple, yes? Don't make it complex. Don't overthink the issue. The question is giving you is very directly asking. Yeah, look, the question is saying, should international governments regulate businesses to promote greater market competition? It's a very straightforward question. Answer the question. Yes? Okay. Any other questions?
Vicky, pero todo el apoyo
Okay, I will see you then. I'm going to see you on Friday afternoon. Yes, okay? Thank you very much, and all do some work, please, yes? All right.
Ya acabó la clase. A tomar por culo.
Qué bien.